What's going on, you guys? Master Teacher of Attraction, owner of the Never Simping brand. We got merchandise, we got clothes. This is a brand to bring enlightenment to men, especially black men, and people from our demographics and growing up from those situations and coming through and being shown the light to be able to come out of that, okay, through creating our life, okay, that creation at seven. Seven is my life path now. If you guys were wondering why I got a seven on the front of those shirts, that's on our Teespring store. But yeah, moving on. That's available, and we got audio lessons, visual lessons, and all those things in the link tree link. So y'all go ahead and check that out. But y'all, it comes a point to about the age of right around the end of high school, and a man usually has two relationships, serious relationships, when it comes to having a relationship, an intimate relationship. Intimate meaning close, and it's you in that particular thing. And that first one is your animal, right? So when you look at the yin and yang symbol, or the yin and yang symbol, you look at both sides, the light and the dark. When you look in that light side and you see that dark dot, that's your inner animal. That is the inner voice. That is your gut feeling. Okay? That's what tells you when you driving and then you got this feeling and your body just moves your neck over to the left and you see the cops, but you did not notice the cops. Right? That's when you out fishing and you paying attention to fishing, you focus on that consciously. And then something tells you to look off to the side of you and you see this big old great heron off to the side of you, about to trying to steal your fish, the fish that you catch. You see what I'm saying? So that relationship starts to form earlier in life. We may not understand it, and depending on your astrological energies, like I'm a Pisces, I got Aquarius, I got a lot of feminine signs with me, right? And that's why women tend to gravitate towards me, because and I have a lot of understanding of women, and I'm able to, break down a woman without even really knowing her and just click it off like that with her. And then she starts saying, oh, man, it's like you already knew me, just my innermost thoughts. And that's because of my astrological energies on my natal chart. You know what I'm saying? But that's often the first thing, okay? So when I say this, I'm not telling you, to, go and be a homosexual, right? But what I just explained is how it helps you out in your life, okay? When it comes to understanding the subtle natures of the feminine principle in women, and then going throughout life where your male logic cannot break down a situation, right? So when you guys ask, what is my purpose? You can't really consciously think that out, right? So that's where you go within and you meditate. I like to hoop. You got active meditation, and then you got passive meditation. whatever, brings you in tune with that relationship with you and your animal, then boom. And speaking of that, that's actually, how a lot of us discover it. We go and escape into something. We play video games. Um, basketball, fishing, going out into nature. When I'm around my animals, I used to have a emperor scorpion, Chinese water dragon, leopard gecko. I'm gonna give me some more. Uh, but that's when I used to build and spend time with my inner animal. Okay, and then with women, it's the animus. It's their inner masculine. With men, it's the inner feminine. Okay, because the feminine is the subtle things that you can't really break down logically. You know what I'm saying? So that's usually the first relationship you have, and that girl, if you want to look at that as a physical sense, is always gonna be on your side. Okay, it ain't no breaking up. It ain't no, oh, my animus or my anima, broke up with me. My animal broke my heart. You know, it ain't no none of that, right? So that's usually a man's first intimate relationship. Okay, esoteric. And then the second relationship is a man and his whip, right? With me, my first car was and shout out to my mom for making that happen, man. I still remember she lifted up the garage and she was like, "Come outside, y'all, come outside." She lifted up the garage and it was a, 97 Toyota Corolla and beige. He was like, yo, this is cold, this is cold. And yep, man. So, um, a man takes a lot of pride in his whip because that's often your first love that doesn't hurt you, right? Your car don't talk back to you. Your car help you make a lot of money. Your car gets you, to places reliably if you got a good one. Now, if we talking about a Chrysler Sebring or a PT Cruiser or some piece of junk, brand of car, then you may have had a toxic relationship with your car. But um, yeah, we show it love, we buy it things, but giving it rims, customizing it, cleaning the car, um, and doing all these things to accessorize it. And you take care of it. You take it to take it to the car mechanic to make sure it's running right. Got the oil change. You take care of it, right? Make sure it's enough gas and that you're providing for your vehicle, okay? Because it gives back to you. And then that's a man's second relationship. And usually where things start to be all over the place is when you get into a relationship with a woman, right? Especially with women that are underdeveloped. They ain't got no feminine principle to them. Okay? When you turn your key in your car, you ain't gotta ask your car how you feel about me starting this. No, you go ahead and put that key up in that joint, and then you turn that motherfucker, and then it start. Just like the masculine principle came out of the feminine, out of darkness, and said, boom, let there be light. Period or not. You understand? So, whenever you come across, strange women, and strange women, all that is, new women that you ain't got no intel on. Okay? So, when you come across some type of women, understand that you always got two hoes on your team. And your bottom bitch is your inner animus. Alright? And then your main girl Your second main girl to that is your whip. Those are often your first two intimate relationships. Positive, that, are long sustaining. It ain't no 1 month, 2 months, oh, the dick don't hit right no more. Oh, let me bounce on this other dick over here and let me see how this feel. It ain't none of that. Right? Positive building relationships. Right? So what you gotta that's why with women, I talk to my car. Alright? I talk to my car. Each one of my cars got a nickname. With the Corolla, it was Roller, because it kept on rolling. With the Chrysler Sebring, it was the Batmobile. Right? Because it had the drop top. And then with my van right now, her name is Big Girl. Alright, so with a chick come up in here, and then she talking about whatever the hell she talking about, you know what I'm saying? I tell her, some slick shit like, hey, Big Girl don't like it when people get in here and they don't ride, they ride without a seatbelt. So you better put your seatbelt on. And then they be asking like, who is Big Girl? That's my whip. That's my van. This is, this my main bitch. All right. You not finna be the main bitch until she likes you. Okay, you not finna be the main bitch until my inner animal likes you. All right. So you on probation right now, sweetie. All right. So hoes don't feel like they up on a pedestal. Cause in reality, that's what's going on. Most of us picking up women in a whip, right? That's your first intimate relation. You already have hoes on your team. Alright, if you want to look at it that way. But those are intimate relationships that you have with your whip, because of what we explained earlier. And that fixes that trains you to have abundance. Alright. And that often, and then as time goes on, these women do one or two things. They start disrespecting my whip, right? And then they get out the stable real quick. Or they start having the same respect for my car. Okay, a lot of y'all be riding around with hoes that'll throw McDonald's French fries all between your seats and shit. I don't play that shit. Okay. If I find all that dumb ass shit, and they want a child to get in here, if it's a single mother, she ain't let nobody know about that, and they fucking shit up, I say, hey, y'all gotta go, man. Big Girl don't like that shit. But what I notice is, with a lot of the girls, they gain respect for that, and then they start talking to the whip. Where at first they was like, okay, this dude is weird. He's talking to his car and he named it. And then down the road, they're like, hey, Big Girl, how you feeling today? And then, hey, Cameron, how you doing? They talk to my main bitch first to show her respect, and then she talks to me. Show my main bitch some respect. Right? So when you bring other women into play, she already knows he got other hoes. So it's training their mind to be prepped for your situation, for your system. All right, this is why I say y'all gotta have something for women